My first impression of Kaitlyn was she walked in and it was like, there's the bishop's daughter. She's really cute.
My first impression of Nathan was I thought, wow, that's a cute high councilman up on that stand. So Nate asked me out by giving me a phone call, which I loved because that doesn't happen very often. And so he called me and he said, hey Kaitlyn, would you like to go out with me? Actually, I don't remember what he said.
Something along that line. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was trying to be as formal as possible because you were the bishop's daughter.
Yes, he was very formal. I knew that we were gonna get engaged, and Nathan was like, do you want to go pick out the ring with me? And I was like, well, whatever, I don't really care. You can get whatever ring you want.
We hadn't really talked about rings, but we had talked about getting married. So I remember I was at the gym, I had set up our temple appointment, and I was like, well, I should probably go look at rings. So I went over to White Diamonds where my dad got his, talked to him a little bit and sent some pictures to Kaitlyn, and immediately got a text back like, boy, you better not be getting a ring without me.
And he starts texting me and he has rings that he's looking at. And I was like, whoa, I want to be part of this process. So I changed my mind. I really wanted to go try on rings. I knew the ring was coming for the proposal. I still thought I had a couple weeks. But I got home from work and my little sister Haley was like, he's gonna propose tonight, you might as well paint your nails. And I was like, so that made me start thinking, and I was like, oh my goodness, I see all the lights, you know, they're all lighting up, it's gonna happen tonight. And I was like, maybe not.
I took her up to my grandparents' house. Their porch kind of looks over North Ogden Valley. My mom had hid the ring in their swing set.
We were just sitting there, I was re-checking him, see if he had the box on him, let's check the basket. There's no ring, so I was like, yeah, it's actually probably not gonna happen tonight.
But we went up to the back porch. We danced to the song she's picked out for the wedding. Sat on the swing, and as we're talking, I'm trying to be discreet about it, but it was at an awkward angle. I couldn't quite get the ring.
Then we sat down. I was like, okay, this is not gonna happen because there's just so many opportunities. Never happened.
Eventually got it out. I awkwardly asked her to dance again because I couldn't think of another reason to get her to stand up. I had this whole thing, what I was going to say, how I was going to do it, and my mind went completely blank.
And he's like, do you want to dance again? I was like, sure. So I got up. He said, actually, I have something to ask you. And he was shaking so bad. And so then he knelt down and he just like looks up at me and he gets emotional and he says, I have no idea what to say to you right now. Will you marry me?
When I went to put the ring on her hand, I could tell she was excited because she actually pulled the ring out and put it on her own finger. Didn't let me do it, which I still give her a hard time about, but that's how it happened.
And I was like, yes. And then I did take the ring and put it on my own finger because it's so beautiful. I loved it.
Okay, so our first kiss. Remember we were driving home from our date, and I can't remember what we did on the date. I just remember I thought, like, it had crossed my mind that I knew I'd wanted to kiss her, but I was also wanting to be respectful and not just like force myself on her.
Classic.
I said, I really like you and I would like to kiss you at some point, and that just didn't cross my mind. That's what it was. Start over.
He said, I really like you, and he said.
What did I say?
So that means I'm gonna have to kiss you eventually. And I said, okay. And I was thinking in my brain, I'm like,
no, so I said I'm gonna kiss you eventually, but I may need to I need you to,
and then I was joking,
give me like
I'm
permission.
Yeah,
or something.
I was like, I'm gonna have to straight up tell you, aren't I? Because you're too scared.
I said, yeah, you'll probably have to give me permission. And then I didn't think anything of it. I was like, okay, I just won't worry about kissing her tonight.
So we pull into our driveway. And I turned to him, I was like, Nathan, I give you permission to kiss me. And he goes, like, right now?
Like in the car, or do I need to get out and like open? Where should we do it?
I said, just kiss me. And then he kissed me.
Yep. It was great. Just gave her a little peck.
And I thought it was very sweet. So.
I guess I'm smoother than I thought it was. Just kidding.
Some of my favorite things about Nathan, is there's many, but I think one of the first things that I noticed about him was his goodness and just his kind heart. He's probably one of the most caring people I know. He always treats me extremely well, treats everyone around him very kind.
I'd say that one of the first things, I've told her this a couple times, when we first talked in our first conversation, she told me she wanted to be a mom and how many kids she wanted. I was like, well, if that's not direct, I don't know what is, but it was, I've always just loved that I wanted somebody that wanted to be a mom. So that was probably the first thing. I'd also say her testimony and her desire to just do better every day. And then I would say she's one of the hardest working girls I know. I'm grateful for her, so.
So sweet.